Imagine a mansion with staircases that lead to nowhere, doors that open into solid walls, and windows that look into other rooms instead of outside. This isn't fiction. It's the real-life Winchester Mystery House, one of America's most bizarre and haunted mansions. Built by Sarah Winchester, the widow of the firearms magnate William Wirt Winchester, the mansion is shrouded in mystery, tragedy, and ghostly legends. Today, we'll uncover the chilling story of the woman behind it, the strange construction of the house, and the dark theories that still surround it. The story begins with the Winchester family fortune. William Wirt Winchester was the heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, the manufacturer of the famous Winchester rifle, often called the gun that won the West. By the late 1800s, the company's weapons had become a symbol of American expansion, but also of bloodshed. When William died in 1881 from tuberculosis, Sarah Winchester inherited his vast fortune, worth more than $20 million, today, billions. She also received a daily income from the company, making her one of the wealthiest women in the world. But Sarah's wealth came with unbearable loss. Years before William's death, she had lost her infant daughter Annie to illness. Then, just 15 years later, her husband was gone too. Devastated by grief, Sarah sought answers not in business or society but in the world of the supernatural. Legend says Sarah consulted a spiritual medium in Boston. The medium told her she was cursed. The spirits of all those killed by Winchester rifles were seeking revenge. The only way to appease them was to move west and build a home. But here was the catch. The house must never stop being built. If she continued building, the spirits would be kept at bay. If she stopped, she would die. Sarah traveled to San Jose, California, and in 1884 purchased a modest farmhouse on 162 acres of land. From that day forward, construction never stopped. Carpenters worked around the clock, day and night, adding room after room in a maze-like fashion. Sarah never used blueprints. Instead, she designed from her visions, sketching on scraps of paper, napkins, or directly on walls. The result? A house of over 160 rooms, stairways that go nowhere, and doors that open into deadly drops. The Winchester Mystery House is famous not just for its size, but for its bizarre design. There are 47 fireplaces, 10,000 windows, and more than 2,000 doors. One staircase rises 7 flights but only covers a height of 9 feet. Another door opens into thin air on the second floor. Some believe these oddities were designed to confuse angry spirits, trapping them in endless passageways. Others say they reflect Sarah's troubled mind, a woman lost in grief and paranoia. Despite her immense wealth, Sarah lived a reclusive life. She wore a black mourning dress every day, spoke to few people, and ate her meals alone. Every night at midnight she entered a seance room, where she believed she could speak to the dead. Afterward, she would walk the mansion's halls, guided only by candlelight, consulting with spirits who supposedly directed her next building plans. In 1906, disaster struck. The Great San Francisco earthquake severely damaged the Winchester mansion. Entire sections of the house collapsed, trapping Sarah inside for hours. She believed this was a punishment from the spirits for building too extravagantly. Afterward, she ordered many damaged rooms sealed off forever, creating hidden chambers within the house. Sarah Winchester died in her sleep in 1922 at the age of 83. At the time of her death, the house still stood unfinished. In her will, she left her fortune to charity, but the mansion itself was considered worthless because of its bizarre design. Soon after her death, workers discovered rooms filled with unopened furniture, expensive paintings, and a safe containing only 2 locks of hair, belonging to Sarah's husband and daughter. Today, the house remains a tourist attraction, with visitors reporting cold spots, ghostly footsteps, and shadowy figures roaming the halls. But how much of the Winchester story is fact, and how much is legend? Some historians argue Sarah wasn't haunted at all, that she was simply a wealthy woman fascinated with architecture, creating her own unique masterpiece. Others insist the endless construction and seance rituals point to deep superstition and fear of the spirits. The truth may lie somewhere in between. What is certain is that the Winchester Mystery House remains one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. The Winchester Mystery House stands as a chilling reminder of grief, superstition, and human imagination. Whether Sarah Winchester was cursed by ghosts, or simply haunted by her own sorrow, we may never truly know. But the mansion remains, with its endless hallways and locked doors, daring us to step inside and uncover its secrets. Thanks for watching True Crime Stories. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Winchester Mystery House, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling mysteries from around the world. See you in the next episode.